let's set the Redmi Note 3 aside for the time being, and we then have the regular booklets, a micro USB cable, and the travel adapter. That's traditional Xiaomi packaging, not a lot here. So coming back to the Note 3 itself, the build and design are exactly the same as the MediaTek version. They are identical. In fact, they are identical enough that if I were to roll some footage from that unboxing video of mine, to the front, on top, we have the earpiece, sensors, a 5 megapixel camera, a 5.5-inch display follows that, and we have the familiar trio of capacitive keys at the bottom. These keys are backlit. To the back, we have a rear camera, a dual-tone dual LED flash, and a fingerprint scanner. Initial impressions, this scanner works great. Just like the one found on the Nexus devices, it lets you unlock and jump right onto the home screen. To the bottom, we have the Mi logo and a speaker. The power button on the volume rockers can be found to the right. The micro USB port and primary microphone reside at the bottom. The dual SIM card tray sits to the left. And up top, we have a 3.5mm headphone jack, a secondary noise cancelling microphone, and an IR blaster. So the Note 3 is not a huge departure from the general design language for the Redmi Note series. It's just that Xiaomi's opted for metal on the Note 3 instead of polycarbonate as with its predecessor. Compared to the Note 2, the Note 3 is a little shorter but 0.4mm thicker. This thickness can be forgiven given that it sports a 4000 mAh battery this time. It's a marvel that Xiaomi's managed to achieve an almost 33% boost in battery capacity without really affecting the form factor or weight. It's all the same with the Snapdragon variant. So what has changed this time? Well, for starters, we've got the new Snapdragon 650 chip underneath. This is a hexacore chip, kinda a spiritual successor to the Snapdragon 808 that's found on the likes of the LG G4 and the Nexus 5X. We have 2 and 3 gig RAM variants with 16 and 32 gigs of internal storage respectively. Now, this brings us to difference number 2. The Redmi Note 3 sold in India comes with a hybrid slot, so you can either add a second SIM or a micro SD card. Now, that's a welcome addition. Another major difference here is in the form of the camera. The Redmi Note 3, the Snapdragon variant of the Redmi Note 3, the one sold in India, sports a 16 megapixel rear camera compared to 13 megapixels on the MediaTek variant. The software is more or less the same, it can still shoot only 1080p videos, but we do have an extra bit of resolution here. So here are a few quick camera samples that I shot around the office. So this is a Full HD sample and the audio is being recorded by the Redmi Note 3. So there you go, Full HD. So barring these, it's all quite the same. The metal body, the fingerprint scanner to the back, MIUI 7 built on top of Android Lollipop. Like I said, it's very similar. So instead of reiterating myself, I'll leave a card and a link in the description to my unboxing and even full review of the MediaTek variant of the Redmi Note 3. So that should give you guys better information. So given that Xiaomi is launching the Redmi Note 3 at a very attractive price here in India, I really think it should be a great deal. The MediaTek variant impressed me a lot, and Xiaomi state that the Snapdragon variant's better. For me though, it would be a great deal even if it were just as good as the MediaTek variant. So I'm quite interested in testing this out. So I'm gonna do that and I'll have a full review for you soon. So in the meantime, if you do wanna pick a Redmi Note 3 up, I'll leave a direct link in the description below. Use that if you wanna help the channel out. So I guess that's it for now. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. And for more videos like this, including the full review, hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't already.